I'm Dr. Dan, talking to you from Vitamin Pro today, and we're talking about basic serotonin. Most people have heard of the neurotransmitter serotonin. Neurons talk to each other, something like junior high kids passing notes in study hall. And some of these chemical messengers are inhibitory and some are excitatory. Now, serotonin is key to modulation pathways. For example, a signal from the motor cortex to the brain to the biceps has to be modulated, or it would just be an all or nothing response. Now, without modulation, of course, the biceps would contract with full force or be completely relaxed. There would be nothing in between. Now, the same would be true for emotional pathways. A person could be totally calm, completely relaxed, or emotionally out of control. So obviously, a person can't get much done without a properly functioning modulation pathway system, and that all requires serotonin. Now, at Vitamin Pro, we have noticed that there's quite an epidemic of low serotonin. You know, we test a lot of people, and almost invariably they come back low. The pharmaceutical companies have also noticed this and have formulated quite an array of products that act on the serotonin pathways. Now, we take a little different approach, and our aim is to give the brain raw materials it can use to easily construct and regulate its own chemical messenger system without being manipulated, of course, by pharmaceuticals. Now, we also look for reasons why a person might have low serotonin in the first place. And some of the common reasons that have been scientifically researched or noticed in a clinical setting are things like emotional or physical trauma, heavy metal contamination can do it, or maybe too many bisphenol A's or something like that. Too many carbohydrates in the diet, too much refined sugar, for example, and of course, gluten ingestion in a gluten-sensitive person. And I address these topics in other blogs and videos. Now, many people can get off their medications for their serotonin problems with proper holistic management. We've seen this quite often. It does take some work, but we've noticed that it's absolutely worth it. Now, some of our favorite products that we use here in order to help people get off of their serotonin boosters, their pharmaceuticals, and increase their own natural serotonin production are from NeuroScience. Now, most commonly used are TravaCor and Serene. A new product is worth mentioning, though, and it's called Nuvoxil, also from NeuroScience. Nuvoxil uses tryptophan instead of 5-HTP as a serotonin precursor. Now, 5-HTP can be converted directly into serotonin, but tryptophan needs one additional chemical step to get there. For some people, the rapid conversion of 5-HTP is just too fast, so for them, a product with tryptophan makes some sense. Like TravaCor, Nuvoxil also contains two additional compounds, including taurine and theanine. Now, taurine helps increase the inhibitory transmitter GABA. Theanine helps limit the excitatory neurotransmitter glutamate. The result then is increase of the inhibitory activity and less excitatory activity. In other words, that's going to help the modulation pathways. And you will certainly appreciate this when you are trying to get some quality sleep time. Apex Energetics also makes some serotonin boosters, and for example, Serotone is their main product there, and it contains both 5-HTP and tryptophan, so it's worth a try if TravaCor and Nuvoxil don't seem to work for you for some reason. So there's some basics about serotonin and some products that we've come to rely on. Hopefully you'll find that helpful. So thanks a lot for listening.